Hello class. Sorry I couldn't make it to class today. However, I have created this video regarding factoring quadratic polynomials. So once you're done with watching the movie, please work on the worksheet that I have generated. So first of all, what is a quadratic polynomial? A quadratic polynomial basically is just a polynomial of the form ax squared plus bx plus c, where a, b, and c are integers and a does not equal to 0. In this polynomial, ax squared is your quadratic term, bx is your linear term, and c is your constant term. Here are some examples of quadratic polynomial. First one I have is x squared plus 2x minus 15, and then x squared plus 4x minus 3. Third one is t squared minus 2t minus 35. This is the same thing as the other two examples, however, the variable changes to t instead of x. And the last one is y squared minus 5y plus 6. This is the same thing. X becomes y. So what is factoring? When I ask you to factor a quadratic polynomial, it's the same thing as expressing it as a product of two binomials, and binomials that you relearn as two terms polynomial. So here is an example. X squared minus ax minus 48 is equal to x plus 4, which is one binomial, multiplies x minus 12, which is another binomial. There are different methods that can be used to factor a quadratic polynomial. However, I prefer this method, which is called AX method. However, this one only works when the coefficient of a quadratic term a equals to 1. So first you draw a big X, and on top of this X, you're going to fill in with a times c, the product of a times c. And in the bottom is a number that corresponding to b. Once you have a times c on the top and b in the bottom, and you need to find a two numbers combination p and q that when you multiply p and q together, you get a times c, and when you add them, you get b. So these two numbers have to satisfy both conditions in order to be a correct combination. So once you have the correct combination, write into parentheses, which I will show you later. And then once you have your answer, make sure you check your answer by the four method that we have learned. And here's an example of a workout example, which I use the expression x squared plus 2x minus 15, where a equals 1 and b equals 2 and c equals negative 15. Here a times c equal to 1 times negative 15, which is negative 15, and b equals to 2. So in the first example, I put negative 15 on the top of the x and 2 in the bottom. So I come up with the combination negative 1 and 15. When I multiply them, negative 1 times 15 does give me negative 15. However, when I added them, they only give me 14 instead of 2. So this is not right. So the second combination that I comes up with is negative 5 and 3. Negative 5 times 3 does give me negative 15. However, when I added them, they give me negative 2 instead of 2. So this is wrong as well. And the third combination I have here is 5 and negative 3. So 5 times negative 3 equals negative 15. That is good. So 5 plus negative 3 gives me 2. So this is correct as well. So both conditions are correct. So this is the two numbers that I'm looking for. So once I have 5 and negative 3, all I have to do is put in the parentheses. So whatever variable I have in the expression, I carry it down. So I have x, and then positive 5, so I have x plus 5 in one parenthesis. And in the other parenthesis, I carry the same thing down, x, and then it's negative 3, so x minus 3 here. When I have these as my answer, x plus 5 and x minus 3. I can check my answer by FOIL it out, which gives me x squared plus 2x minus 15, which is the same as the original expression that was given. So that's all for the lesson for today. So if you have any question, please ask your substitute teacher. And when work on the worksheet for me, please. And tomorrow I will come back and collect all of them. And if you have any further question, I will answer them tomorrow.